Today we are doing a bit more of a standard box, but it's a Crown Zenith standard box, so because of those two words, I'm excited for it. I always find these boxes to be kind of lame, because I don't know, 4 packs just seems low for the larger size of the packaging being used for it. Although obviously they look cooler than the tins, you're not going to be keeping the box unless you bought it to keep it sealed for like display or whatever. Your average purchaser is not keeping the box. But of course this thing comes with some little promos here. So this is actually the Regi-Drago from Evolving Skies, but if I had to guess, in Evolving Skies it wasn't a holo, and so this is like one of those, it's not a promo guys, I promise. We're not going to put a promo stamp on it, but it's technically a unique version of the card because of the holo effect. But not too bad looking. Then, of course, we have the Regieleki V, which actually is promo stamped down there. And, yeah, it looks fine. I like Regieleki. I think it's my favorite Regi, honestly. But, I don't know, it doesn't look super amazing. I don't think any of the Regis do. I've never been the biggest Regi fan. Then, of course, we have the big boy version of the Regieleki. I have so many of these things literally sitting in a pile, and I know I should put them in the binder that I have, that I purchased for these things, and that it's probably not the best idea just to have them stacked up like they are, just sitting on my like card table thing. But I've just been so lazy to put them in the binder, and the stack just keeps growing. I find those jumbo cards to be interesting, but not like a big target thing for me to collect. They're just kind of nice to have, I suppose. So we have 4 Crown Zenith packs. You know what, we're gonna spice this video up. Our last video had like no pulls. It was awful. I still suggest you go watch it because it was like funny awful. But it was a good thing that I had like enough to talk about, that I was able to kind of keep it going, you know what I mean? And in case the pulls in this are awful, we're going to get us a little game going. So these feel about the same. I have had a long-running joke on this channel that I can weigh packs and tell you what, if it's going to have a pull or not. And as stupid as it sounds, it's actually worked out most of the time, even though I doubt I'm actually noticing an actual change here. So I just hand-weighed these from what I think is lightest to heaviest, and we'll see if we actually spot a trend. There we go. Now we have a little theme for this video going on. Oh, I ought to do that with like a whole booster box. Like, hand weigh all of them, and then write on the actual pack itself, how much where it was in position, and then reorganize to actually figure out, based on value, which pack was the best, and see how far off I was. That would be an interesting video to do, but also an expensive one, because that would be an entire booster box. It would probably take a long time to go trying to hand weigh all of them and putting them in a specific order. Radiant Charizard in the lightest pack. Now, how does that work out? How do I think this is going to be, if any pack would be a dud, it'd be this one? And we pull a Radiant Charizard. Oh, I'm happy to have both versions of you from Pokemon Go and from Crown Zenith. It's weird that they did do 2 of him, though. But hey, I'm cool with it, because the Radiant Charizard just looks amazing. I still hate how they definitely handpicked his shiny. Well, a lot of the other ones feel like they were just randomly generated, which I think is what they claim they do. This one was, handmade, but it is really cool. And on the end, we have the one whose name I can never pronounce. No one cares about you. Okay, well, according to my math, that means if that was supposed to be the lightest pack, that we're going to get only pulls from here on out, right? That everything else, we're going to be like full arts in here, right? Now, I did say that both of these two felt very similar in weight. Like, I really couldn't tell a difference. Which, again, it's all really in my head in the end anyways. But, maybe that means that we're going to get a second Radiant Charizard. Or another Radiant card out of this one. Let's see. That Radiant Charizard is going to prove me wrong. I'm going to look like an idiot when that pack on the end ends up having nothing in it. We have the Azazel, the Helioptile, the Pancham, the Switch, Snowrunt, Larvesta. We have a Cricketune Trainer Gallery. Interestingly enough, I wonder if this one would weigh more. I don't think it would, because it's just a holo covering the entirety of the card, which is exactly how this Charizard works. It's not how this Charizard works. Parts of this card aren't hollow. If you look at this card, it's going to be really hard to tell on camera. The actual like text boxes and stuff don't appear to contain the hollow effect. Whereas this one doesn't either. But it has less boxes. It only has those 2 than the one up there. So maybe I'm not crazy for thinking that this one would weigh more. Huh. What's on the back? And a standard hollow. Okay, so we're getting heavier. So the first pack, you know, going into the second one was heavier. I might actually have a point here. I might be able to argue that I have the skill to hand weigh packs, and I can start selling it to you guys as a service. Because you don't want to buy a scale, which would probably be cheaper than mailing your packs to me. Let's pull out a code card. Alright. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited now. Can I hand weigh packs? We have the Lost Vacuum, the Luxio, Matang, Sunkern, Coughing, Bidoof, Sandalit, Purloin, Wooloo. Okay. We have to have a full art or something on the back. Oh my... And these are textured. I learned from the last Crown Zenith video I did, where I didn't know these cards existed, that these energies not only exist, but that they're textured, which also makes sense for the added weight. Because those, you know, we have a full art hollow here, then there's like a standard hollow, but then this is a full art hollow, but it actually has texture to it, which I assume means that it would also add weight. Of course, I had the standard reverse in there as well, which would contribute to weight as well. Am I magic? Is that what's happening here? Is this how I learned what my superpower is? I can weigh stuff? It's not the most useful superpower, but like, you know, I could like pick up your baby and tell you how much it weighs. Is that like something I just need to hone in on, like learn how to do that? Like, I can't look at somebody and guess their age. I'm really, really bad at age, especially with kids. I have no clue when it comes to kids, when it comes to ages. And with old people, I don't know either. If they're not around my age range, I am the worst at it. But, I mean, I'm bad at guessing height. I'm bad at everything else. Maybe it's weight. Maybe weight is my superpower. We have the Yanma Poniard. This is the last pack. It's supposed to be the heaviest one. Shinx. Oh, not looking good for us. Oh, the one I thought would be the heaviest would actually make most sense as the lightest, because all it has is the standard. Alright, look. I'm not saying that I proved my ability here today. What I am saying is that it's a pretty good coincidence that we got, you know, this little stack let me move the camera. This little stack going on right here in this order. Forget this. Forget that. This didn't happen. This box only had 3 packs, okay? That one didn't happen. But look at this, all right? Tell me I don't have a superpower, all right? Still very happy with these two. I mean, I'm happy with the energy as well, but that's mostly because, you know, the hollow energies tend to have some value behind them. But really happy with these two, and I love that I themed this video around this joke and actually pulled focus on it. Two nice looking cards, especially that Radiant Charizard boy, but I still love my trainer gallery. Well, I guess Galarian gallery in this set. Whatever. It's time for the bonus card of the day. These are cards that I buy as singles specifically to go in this segment, mostly just because I wanted them. They go in this thing until I reveal them in a video. I usually forget what I even buy by the time I do, because this pack just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I always shuffle them around. But this time we have a card with a tiny little dot of whitening and pretty much no other signs of damage. So we're probably looking at more modern as well. We have the Magnezone V-Star. You are Lost Origin, I believe that symbol is. Am I wrong? That's Lost Origin, right? I'm fairly certain. Huh. Not bad. I probably picked him up because he wasn't very expensive, and I wanted to add to my V-Star collection if I had to guess. But it's also just a nice looking card. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all of that fun stuff. And hopefully, I will see all of you guys next time. Goodbye for now.